Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 4 of our information text unit. Now, today we're going to start writing some effective sentences for an information text. We're going to be using some facts in brackets, some rhetorical questions, and some persuasive language. So, first thing you're going to need to do is with either one piece of paper folded in half or with a double or 2 pages of paper, create an inspiration page, and you can see I've split it into 6 boxes. Pausing the video, please do that now. Okay, once you have done that, we're going to look at the information text we've already explored. So, at the start, I've got this title, How to Train Your Dragon, A Beginner's Guide to Taming Beasts. Then, I've got 2 images of a dragon, and I've put for centuries, we've considered dragons a plague on society. Dragons, which are characterised by their reptilian appearance and ability to fly, used to regularly harass our villages and destroy our homes and livelihoods. So you can see in this first paragraph I've used brackets to give you an extra fact or extra information about the dragons. Next, it says, when staring into the gaping mouth of a ravenous Belfast or Grimton, have you ever asked yourself, is there a better way? So look, I've got a rhetorical question there. Is there a better way to do this? Well, now there is. Reading this text will unlock the secrets to becoming one with your dragon chum and turn these brutal beasts into helpful heroes. Here I've done persuasive language. I've said unlocking the secrets. It makes it sound really exciting. I've got chum, which means friend, and heroes. So I've used really powerful words. Now, what I've done is I've taken this and I've changed it so that it fits with a flying bison. So I've changed the title. How to Train Your Flying Bison, a Beginner's Guide. Now, first of all, I've got some pictures of flying bison. You may want to draw one, or alternatively, if you're working on a computer, you may want to copy and paste one from Google. Either is fine. So, I've used the same opener. Since as long as we can remember, comma, flying bison have been used by different communities for a range of purposes. Flying bison, and I'm going to give you an extra fact in brackets, which are characterised by their distinctive arrow-shaped markings, are loving companions and effective methods of travel. When embarking upon a long journey, have you ever wondered, how could I speed up this journey? So look, I've got a rhetorical question there. Well, here is the answer. Reading this text will enlighten your mind, so again, exciting language to describe learning something new, to becoming companions with your new flying bison buddy. So I've used a bit of alliteration there, but also used powerful nouns instead of just saying friend over and over again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to collect some ideas for your writing. So, chunk 1. First of all, what you're going to want to do is get your notes from yesterday. So you made a table yesterday. If you haven't done that though, don't worry, because you can still do it. So again, I've posted a link to this video about the history of flying bison. What are some of the key points about the history of the flying bison? How can you summarise it in a sentence or two? What is the most important thing your reader needs to know? So in that first box of your inspiration page, write down some notes about flying bisons in history. Pause the video now and do that. Okay, now you've done that, I'm going to show you some examples I've done. So, I said they lived alongside the air nomads, who were a group of people. They have been used as a means of long distance transport. They've been regarded as the first airbenders. So if you haven't got enough ideas down, pause the video now and copy some of mine, or copy them all in fact. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to go on to the second of chunk 1. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about flying bison. If you saw one flying through the sky, how would you know what it was right away? How can they easily be identified? It might be by their horns. It might be by the big arrow on their head, they're hard to miss. It might be by the sheer size of them or their colour. It might be their tail. What things identify and characterise a flying bison? Pause the video and write down some descriptions of a flying bison. How can they be spotted from far away? Okay, so it might be the horns, like I said, the arrows, the size of it or its fur, its long tail. Let's have a look at some of my ideas. Oh, the 6 legs as well, I forgot about those. So I said recognised by their thick white fur, characterised by their distinctive markings, so distinctive means unusual, identifiable by their large flat tails. So pause the video and magpie any of my ideas that you haven't got down. Okay, let's go on to chunk 2 then. So, I've thought about how animals are used in the real world and other things. When might somebody think about using an air bison or a flying bison? So, I've got a picture of a boy who's going on a long journey. I've also got a picture of someone going across the desert with lots of parcels and packages that were too heavy to carry themselves, so they've given them to a camel to carry. I've got a picture of a little girl cuddling her pet. I've got a picture of a man sitting alone, feeling lonely. Maybe they just want a friend. I've got a picture of the air temple, which is high up in the sky, so you might need an air bison to go there. I've got a picture of some planes travelling around the world. When might someone think about using an air bison? Pause the video and write it down in that first box of chunk 2 now, so it's your third box. Let's have a look at some of the ideas I came up with. So, I said they might think about them when they're carrying heavy packages, travelling the world, setting off to the air temple, feeling lonely. Can you magpie some of those? Pause the video now. Okay, now think about these times again and what questions might a person ask themselves at those times. So if I was setting off on a long journey, I might think, how could I speed this up? If I was carrying packages, I might think, who else could carry these packages for me? If I was feeling lonely, I might feel like, do I deserve a companion? If I was going to the air temple, I might think, how am I going to get up there? Think of some rhetorical questions you might ask yourself. Pause the video and write them in your fourth box. Okay, now we've done that, let's have a look at some of mine. So I've said, could somebody else carry these bags for me? Is there a faster way? How can I get there? Who could keep me company? Let's pause the video, magpie any that you haven't got already. Let's have a look at chunk 3. So, now we're going to be using persuasive language. So I've thought of, what phrases can we think of to say you will learn something? So we're going to think about synonyms for teach. So if you remember, I said unlocking the secrets. We could say about educating or instructing, schooling or tutoring, illuminating something, preparing you, training you, disciplining you or coaching you. Start writing some of these down in chunk 3 for me. Pause the video. Okay, now we've done that. Let's have a look at mine. So I said educate you further, illuminate the secrets, upskill your training talents, tutor you in knowledge. Pause the video and magpie any ideas that you haven't got down yet. Okay, next, we're going to find some synonyms for the word friend. Now, you might want to go on Google and look for an online thesaurus. You may want to find a thesaurus in your house. You may want to just think of some words you know for yourself. Some of the words I found are companion, confident, soulmate, playfellow, buddy. Start writing some of those down, pause the video. Think about which the best ones are. So you're not going to use sister or brother, are you? An associate, that's usually someone you work with, or a workmate. Okay. Once you've got some down, let's have a look at my ideas. So I said companion, confidant, so that's someone you share your secrets with, a soulmate, a playmate, a comrade, a chum, a buddy. So pause in the video, write down some of the examples that I've got that you haven't got yet. Okay, we're now going to go into the writing. So, sorry, now you've got some ideas. Just like always, you can keep the black bits the same. You also need to copy the title, remember. Keep the black bits the same, but I want you to change these red bits. So I'm going to do it verbally, and you can write your own. So I could say, since as long as we can remember, flying bison have been friends of the air nomads. Flying bison, brackets, which are identifiable by their large flat tails, close brackets, are loving companions. I could change that. I've got different words for friend now. Loving comrades and effective methods of travel. When embarking upon a long journey, or I'd say, when feeling lonely, have you ever wondered, who could I have for a friend? Or how could I speed up this journey? Or who could carry my bags? Well, here is the answer. Reading this text will enlighten your mind or unlock the secrets or teach you new skills to becoming companions, to becoming buddies, to becoming pals with your new flying bison soulmate, familiar, friend. So you now need to pause this video and you're going to write your own introduction paragraph about a flying bison. Try and get some pictures in there if you can. Don't worry if you can't, but I definitely want these 3 paragraphs and a title sent to me. Well done for your hard work today, and we'll be back tomorrow to do the next section of our information text. Ciao.